So it turns out notifications are broken right now, but that's fine. Whatever, sure. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome to Professor Layton and the Unwound Future! Third stream of this, and I'm super happy to continue. We have got some wonderful plot ahead of us, I'm guessing at least. So why don't we get started? If you recall, the game likes to give us a story so far. Recap. Thanks to Shipley, Luke and Layton have pinpointed the location of the future Professor Layton. With future Layton's stronghold identified as the Towering Pagoda, Luke and Layton face a new task. Future Luke runs ahead to secure a path into the pagoda, while our heroes set out for Chinatown. So, like they said, we have to get inside. Guessing these guys are gonna have something to do with it. Smell me. And just what do you two think you're doing? No one passes through this gate here. Now clear out, or we'll be having more than words with each other. I see. The nerve of them! They're just a pair of brutes, don't you agree? Professor? What are you thinking about? Tell me, Luke, did those two remind you of anyone we know? It's not an exact match. They bear an odd resemblance to a certain pair of fellows we know. Chelmy? Chelmley? Of course! You're talking about Inspector Chelmy and Barton. They do! Ha ha ha! It occurred to me as well. I am. The similarities are quite striking, don't you think? Big guy in charge? Check. Short assistant? Check. Something tells me the inspector wouldn't take kindly to being told he resembles a criminal. Speaking of the inspector, did his presence at the event seem at all odd to you? The event? Do you mean a time machine demonstration? Yes. Why do you suppose a police inspector was invited to an event like that in the first place? Well, he's cracked quite a few tough cases. Maybe his celebrity status got him invited. Yes, I'd assume the same thing. After all, pseudo-celebrity status is what got you and me our tickets. Pseudo-celebrity? Nonsense! You're the great Professor Layton! The very model of a modern-day English gentleman! I hate to say it, Luke, but I think you're the only one who'd heap that kind of praise on me. From what I saw, almost everyone there was part of London's upper class or media. The inspector and I were clear exceptions to an otherwise homogeneous list of names. So? So the question looms before us. Why did Mr. Stangun, whoever he is, invite the inspector and me, when I wouldn't give to hear the inspector's take on the event? Yeah, it's too bad we'd have to go back to our own time to ask him. Wait a second, what if the inspector is still working here in the future? Professor, there you are. Ah, hello, Luke. I couldn't help but overhear you as I ran up. Did you say you'd like to meet with the inspector? Yes, ideally, we would meet him back in our time, while the events of 10 years ago are still fresh. I think we can make that happen. But how? Let's continue this conversation away from prying eyes, shall we? Sorry. Why don't we head over to the wooded area to the west? Oh, the kitty was there! I should have talked to the kitty. There, much better. I don't think anyone is likely to overhear us here. You mentioned that there's a way for us to visit the inspector who exists in our own time. We can only imagine that this means returning to the present. Is that possible? Indeed, Professor. The only way to do so is to use the wormhole in the clock shop. But the door to that place is bolted shut. How will we get in? That shouldn't be a problem. I can get that door open for you. Strange. Why is it you have such easy access to the wormhole? I promise I'll explain everything once we get there. Please trust me on this. But for now, let's return to the old clock shop on Midland Road. But what about our plans to head into Chinatown? I'll have to go on a back burner for now. The situation has changed. Looks like we're gonna go back to the past? Or present, I suppose? Turn to the clock shop. Say, when was that lighthouse on the Thames built? About 5 or so years ago. Did anyone complain about that lighthouse's particular location? Building a structure like that in the middle of the thing seems like it would do more harm than good. You make a good point, Professor. But enough chat about the city. We need to make good for the clock shop. Oh, thank goodness you stopped. The most debonair gentleman in London requires your assistance. Okay, what's the matter? It's that blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cufflinks right off my sleeves. What bird? Oh, hey, it's you again. Oh, that must be the bird that fellow was talking about. Oh, wow, a parrot. Don't just stand there gaping. Grab the awful thing before it gets away. You may not have noticed, sir. We're in a bit of a hurry here. Listen to yourself, Luke. Don't you remember what the professor always says? Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman. I suppose you've got me there. Very well then, let's think. This bird clearly likes shiny objects. Tell me, sir, do you have anything shiny we could borrow for a moment? Of course. What sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrement? Accoutrement? Yeah, I carry around this garnet for which I need to accessorize with a little flash. Oh dear. What's wrong? Curses, my garnet has fallen to the bottom of my bag and I can't reach it. You're not making it very easy to help you, sir. Puzzle number 38, Cluttered Bag, worth 40 picarets. Is this a sliding block puzzle? This is a sliding block puzzle. God damn it. A red garnet has fallen to the bottom of a downright cluttered bag. Can you slide around the other items to move the gem to the top? I don't wanna. It's a sliding block puzzle. Why would you do this to me, game? We actually have a bit of a predicament already, and we haven't even started. Let's see. Yep. This is gonna suck! Why do you start me out with a sliding block puzzle game? I hate these more than anything else. No, this is a terrible start. Yeah, I can't even get this one started. This is so bad. Goodness, 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 this one sucks! Alright, hints. I need hints. All that clutter got you confused? Well, here's a hint. You can't just move the garnet straight up. Looks like you'll have to bring it around from the right. It's kind of what I was already going for. Good boy. Restart, give me more hints. Move the following pieces up. The corner-shaped piece above the gem. Following pieces up. The corner-shaped piece above the gem. The T to the upper right, and the piece below it all looks like an L on the side. Alright, move the following pieces up. The corner-shaped piece above the gem. The T in the upper right, and the piece that looks like an L on the side. That gets me here. Okay. So I'm gonna write a little memo that gets that and puts the gem there, so I remember to do that as much as I can. That puts me in a really similar situation, though. No. If I wanted to do that, I would just do something like this to start out with. Wouldn't I? Why can't we just dump the whole thing out? Once completed hint 2, put the garnet in the cavity of the U-shaped piece in the lower right, and you can move the pieces above it to the left out of the way. From there, move the garnet all the way to the upper right corner. No, I can't. Oh, I can if I do that. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh. Wow, that's actually really easy.
This puzzle has met its match. It seems I was right on the money.
I was so overthinking that. I'm intimidated by sliding block puzzles. I can't help it. They're always super hard for me. Ah, there we are. With any luck, the fleshy bauble will attract the feathery fellow. When he gets close, see if you can make friends. Leave it to me. Why aren't you making friends? If you're Luke, you should also be able to speak with animals. Right then, here goes. Ark! Here he comes. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Don't worry, little guy, we won't hurt you. Squawk, squawk. Don't say. Say, that bird seems pretty keen on you. Are you friends now? Of course. Now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name? Why can't you understand animals, Mr. Future Luke? That's a great idea, Professor. But what should I name him? Normally, this is when I'd ask folks in chat if they have a name, but it doesn't seem like anybody's here just yet, so... Oh, I was gonna say, like, Future Hamley or something. I don't know, what's a bird? Speaking of birds, I've got a bird problem of my own I have to deal with after stream. I hate it sometimes. Targill's here! Do you have a suggestion for the name? I'm watching too much, Steven Universe, so I wanted to name it Peridot because it sort of sounds like parrot. Or Peridot, I suppose, is how it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't know. Might just stick with that if no one's got a suggestion. Going once, going twice. Sold to the uncreative individual. Hello, hello. Nice to meet you, I'm Peridot. Hello, back to you. I'm Luke, and I skipped the rest of the dialogue because I'm an idiot. Well done, Luke. That was amazing. Of course. What else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton? A parrot minigame has been added to the trunk. We have a minigame. You have a new feathered friend, Peridot the Parrot. Parrot minigame has been added to the trunk. First, have the parrot play with Luke to learn the basics. Once you've done that, you'll have a chance to learn to do a lot more with your parrot pal. Hey, Gavins, you caught the feathery menace. Fine young men you two are. Keep at it, one day you'll each become a true gentleman like myself. We're glad we could help. Here you go. I believe these cufflinks in the garden are yours. Ah, yes. There we are. With these on, I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. I believe you two young men to serve something for your trouble. Oh, there's really no need, sir. Yes, that's right. Helping people is a reward enough for any gentleman. Alright. Parrot, what do you do? some fun, Peridot. Squawk! Right, so all you have to do is bring that apple to me. Think you can do it? Squawk! A parrot has generously volunteered to serve as a delivery bird. Fortunately, the heavy items he has to carry make it hard for him to fly properly. Predict his flight path and get him to the recipient by making perches out of the rope for him. Create a perch for your parrot by connecting 2 posts with rope. The number of rope at your disposal changes with every delivery request. The position and angle of each perch will affect the trajectory of your parrot's flight. Build efficient perches that will help your parrot get to the destination as quickly as possible. Ropes can't intersect with each other, also you can't attach 2 ropes to the same spot. Tap clear to race, start to start it, and quit to quit. Return to his basic flight path when he takes off next. By laying out a number of well-placed perches, your parrot can fly to the high places. Complete the course by guiding your parrot over to the delivery recipient. During delivery, if your parrot flies off screen or falls into a hole, you must reattempt delivery. Your parrot must reach the recipient before time runs out, so keep an eye on the clock. I think that might do it. Bouncy. 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 Ta-da! Wow, great work, Peridot. You got that apple to me in no time. Oh, great. Wow, great. Whenever you want to do another delivery, just give me a squawk, won't you? Delivery squawk, delivery squawk. You don't have another, do you? Let's have some fun. Nope, same ones before. Oh no, sorry, this is completely new. Oh, I just needed the 2. Cool. Let's keep trying. Alright. There, I guess. I suppose there's lots of ways you can get pretty creative with the path to use as little ropes as possible and get the time limit done as quickly as possible. Like, I bet if I got him to, like, the one that was there, he'd be just bounce straight to me. These are kind of fun. A little easy, but I'm sure that'll change quickly. Nope, this is back to the beginning. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here. Which way to the clock shop? Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? That take us way back to Midland Road as well? It will, and in half the time. Why do you specifically want us to go this path? Ah, because it's a path we haven't gone before, and we can talk to new people. Silky. I see you staring at me. What do you need, boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I just thought you were there and wanted to say hello. You got some guts approaching me. It makes me laugh. It's been a while since I had myself chuckle like that. Let me thank you with a puzzle. Yes, a thank you. Number 39, Coat Confusion. Puzzles worth 30 picarets. The 4 children below are playing in the park when they suddenly realize they need to go home. In their haste, however, they mix up their coats. I forgot my coat. Hey, A's name is written in this coat. Wait a minute, I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. This definitely isn't my coat. Who's wearing D's coat? Okay, you forgot your coat. But A's name is written in this coat. That doesn't seem possible. If you forgot your coat... Okay, there are 3 coats. Only one person didn't have one. C didn't. So you shouldn't have a coat on. If A's name is written on that coat, then that means this goes to A. Which means you need a coat, so you either have this one or this one. I don't think I have enough information. Well, I should. No, I definitely should. But in my head, I don't. But Ace says he forgot it. Wouldn't that mean he doesn't have a coat? B or C has to be wearing it, obviously.
Here's my answer. Phew, that's a relief.
Correct. A, B, and D all brought coats to the park. B is wearing A's coat. That just leaves the coat that B and D originally brought. D isn't wearing his own coat, so he must be wearing B's. I mean, C must be wearing D's coat. That puzzle be a lesson to you. If you're careless with your things, you can lose them. Here, take this. I found it over there. You must have left it behind last time you were here. I bet the view from the observation deck is out of this world. It does have quite the view. We don't have time to stop right now. To the clock shop. You gotta look for hint coins at least, future Luke. You know how this works. Or do you? I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as time travel. Midland Road is just on the other side of that door. I'll run ahead and open it. Hey, the door's locked. Locked? That can't be. Step aside, little Luke. I'll get it open. Strange. It is locked. Look here, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. Number 40. Missing tiles. 40 picarets. To open the door, place 4 numbered tiles in the blank spaces so the conditions set forth by the equations are fulfilled. Slide the tile in another slot to switch positions. So blank times blank equals blank plus blank. Blank times blank equals blank plus blank. And the number has to go to both of these. Ooh. Well, all you want is... can't use too low of numbers, because if you go like 1 and 2, then 1, you're going to be repeating numbers. And whatnot. Alright, so... Okay, so what would happen? 4 times 3 equals 12. So to get 12, you could get 7 plus 5 is 35. That's way too big. Close. I'm close. Not quite. So 8 times 1, but you can't do that because you would need to somehow make it... 5 plus that equals 5 equals 6 equals 6 equals 5 equals 5. Yeah, that works.
I do believe I've got the answer. Puzzling? I think not.
Brilliant. Here's one possible solution. The right half and the left half of the equation are interchangeable. Since they involve addition and multiplication, the equation is viable even if 2 numbers on the left side swap positions, or if 2 numbers on the right side swap positions. Wonderful work, Big Luke. I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open. If the puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut, what is? A lock with a key. They have these things, Layton. Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. It might seem too simple a solution. Would you two help me shove this door? Certainly. Seems we've run out of other options anyway. Alright, everyone? All together? On three. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Who's that sprawled out in the street? It's hard to believe, but this fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if the answer is just brute force. Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming right at us and he looks mad. Hey, why'd you kick down my napping door? Only did it hurt, but you woke me up. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand, we had no idea you were there. Oh, didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kinda queasy, so I'm just gonna head home now. I seem to have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret over too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there. I think this way. Did you happen to notice that odd flower growing in the abandoned shop on the Southern Midland Road? No, I can't say I have. What's so strange about that particular flower? Supposedly it attracts puzzles that have already disappeared from the original location. Like Venus flytrap for puzzles? That's what the rumors say anyway. I've never actually seen it myself. But if those rumors are true, I have the ability to retrieve any puzzle we've left behind. I'd say that kind of reward more than warrants an investigation in the shop. What do you say, Professor? What do we have to lose? The shop in question is just a quick stroll away, and being able to visit lost puzzles would be very useful. And what's stopping us? Let's go! Alright, let's head inside. That's not the right place. Nope. Where was that again? There it is.
Watch out, Professor. There's a bee over there.
Now, Luke, I'm sure he won't hurt us, as long as we don't bother him.
If you say so.
You know, I've never seen a bee quite like this. Can you try talking to him, Luke?
I suppose I can give it a shot.
Well, look at Mr. Tall out here. Clearly he knows a bee of distinction when he sees one.
Beasley.
Wow, you're not like any bee I've ever met.
Isn't that what I just said? Well, it's true. I'm no run of the IFB, but I do try to blend in.
You'd probably have better luck blending in if you didn't talk.
Sure, whatever you say, smart guy. But listen, I've got something you should hear. You know those puzzles you don't get around to solving? Well, they all come hang out with me. You see, I have what you might call one of them magnetic personalities.
Wait, are you saying you've got the same job as Granny Riddleton?
Granny who? I don't know no grannies. But my name is Beasley. I'm gonna tell you how to peruse those puzzles now. So listen good.
I'm all ears.
Tap that flower over there to see a list of all the puzzles I've got. It's as simple as that.
This is so weird.
So anytime you get a craving to solve some of the puzzles you left behind, come here. Did that all make sense? Because people tell me I do tend to drone on. Get it? Drone?
Smash it with a fly swatter.
It makes perfect sense.
All right then. You have fun with those puzzles, and I'll be here if you need me.
Why did they replace Granny Riddleton?
So don't just stand there with your mouth hanging open. Tap that flower and get solving.
No puzzles left for me to solve. Why are you being so forceful about it then? I don't get it. Why did they replace Granny Riddleton? Why is there a bee talking to me? Why is he attracting puzzles? Watch out, you guys. Can't you see you're standing in the middle of a construction site? It's good to see that construction appears to be moving along. If only that were the case. See, we've hit a snag. Look at those boards over there. They're in odd shape. What are you using them for? Nothing right now. I've got cases of these things. I can't work with them. I need square boards, see? What's a guy to do? Puzzle number 43, making the cut, 20 picarets. Oh, I hate these ones. The piece of wood below is an odd shape that's difficult to work with. Your task is to cut it into two pieces that, when combined, form a square. Because of the grain of wood, however, the two pieces can't be flipped or rotated after being cut. Draw lines to show where to make submit. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two. Wow. Wow, Haven. Try drawing in a straight line. That'd be nice. Straight-ish line is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can't rotate into two pieces that make a square. But I can't rotate anything. This is, like I said, I hate these puzzles. These ones show up from time to time, and they always stump me bad. That wouldn't solve anything, because that would make 3 places. Might be a matter of... I'm gonna need hints. These ones always trap me. Compare the shape of a strange piece of wood to the square version on the upper right corner. Keep in mind that squares on each side. Keep the number of squares on each side in mind. That should give you a good place to start. Yeah, I did that. Counted 5 out, and then this is the shape I generally need. But it doesn't have to be necessarily set here, either. Each side of the square you're trying to make is 5 squares across. If you keep that in mind, you should be able to figure out where to make your cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't work. I can't rotate it. You specifically told me I can't rotate. Like, if I could rotate or flip, that would be super easy. Whoop, whoop. You may have noticed that you can simply cut a straight line 2 rows in from the right side, and then flip and rotate the piece to make it fit. However, that's against the rules because you mess up the grain. What you need to make is a step pattern. No, that wouldn't work at all. Super hint. From the left edge of the empty square in the bottom right corner, cut up 1 square, over left 1 square, and up 1 more square. That can't be it. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would do it, though. Yep, that does it. Darn it.
Let's see if I've got this right. Well, that's settled.
Alright, there's something that's been bugging me, so I need to fix something real super fast. No, I need PS screen 1, select region. I need to move this over like a pixel. There. That should do it. Okay. Yes, it was. I hate those puzzles. I'm really bad at the spatial reasoning needed for those puzzles. Super bad. Hey, look at that. One cut and that's all square boards now. Thanks for the idea, friend. Alright, let's head inside. There's the shop. The door was locked earlier and no one could answer the door, and no one would answer the door when we knocked. That's because he didn't know the secret knock. Watch this. Come on in! Go on, try the door now. Doesn't look like anyone's here. Ew! Look who's back! Ah! What are you doing hiding there? I see you've learned the secret knock, dearie. Actually, it was I who did the knocking, Spring. Is Cog around? There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room. Oh, are you friends with the owner of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright, let's hear what he has to say. Cog's turning up the clock in the back. Cog's in the back room. He'll fill you in on how all this time traveling began. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. It was never my intent to make you feel tricked. Alright, Cog, what's the story? I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor, and, Luke, the Professor's apprentice. Yes, Luke, of course. Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help get everyone on the same page. It'd be my pleasure. You there, Luke, or smaller Luke, that is? Yes? Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you? A big old clock. Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spend quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when two family goons busted in. Here we go. This has got to be the place the boss was talking about. For sure. Hey, boss. There's a big clock here, just like you said. It's a real antique. Come over and see. That's what you two think you're doing, barging into my shop. Get your hands off my clock. Turn it, Gramps. You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Yeah, a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now out of the way, we've got a schedule to keep. What are you clowns putzing around for? Get to work! If we don't hurry, things won't be ready in time for by the time you know who talked about. Sorry, Bossro. We're trying our best, but Gramps here is making things difficult. Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to deal with difficult? Throw him out on the street. Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. That's okay with you, isn't it? You keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me? We're just about on schedule. But we have to wait to turn the thing on until the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out what thugs wanted for my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was used to create some sort of wormhole or warp point. How did they manage to do that? Beats me, it was all mumbo-jumbo. Something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated. I see, and somehow this hole of time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours. That'd be the case, yes. The clock has been ticking away for over 100 years. I guess it's something to do with the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to the spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became part of my clock. Thing is, I'm the only one who can keep the old gal running. Which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close the wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden is what it is. Once the family found out what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them. After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. Sure goes without saying, but Cog isn't a part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine and helped get my message to you. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. It's quite the plan you drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you. It's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelmy all the questions you want. When you're done chatting, you'll come back to stop what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That's exactly the answer I was hoping for. But I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Haha, quite right. My apologies. I should never have doubted you. Alright, let's get to time travel then. Let me see here. Seems you've solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Hopefully you'll learn something that'll help you fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I hope so too. Now, Cog, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. I hope you understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary. I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes may very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes. Just think about how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. Here we are. Ugh, I feel sick. Are you going to be alright, Luke? You're positively green. I feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy, and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow. Yep, that'd be the time sickness talking. First jump I made, I felt the same way. Well, Cog, we're gonna head off now. Let's see what we find out. Wait, the first time we did it, Luke didn't feel sick at all. What's changed? How are we doing this? What's going on? Oh, I'm so confused. Sounds good. I'll be waiting here for you. Just use a special knock and I'll let you in. Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if we went back to your own time while we were out. Yep, that'd be a pain, all right. And you two skedaddle. I'd like to get home in time for dinner. Apparently we're back in our London. Sound doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. Ew, all this time travel has really worn me out. Yes, I could do with some rest myself. We mustn't keep Cog waiting. You're right. Shall we go find Inspector Chelmy? That'll be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university. So we are taking a break. Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Chelmy. Preparation, my boys, is the foundation for which good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Now that we're back in our own time, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go, Luke. Oh, hey, it's you! How are you doing, young fella? Oh, hello there. Nice to see you again. Again? What's this again business? I just thought I'd give you some advice, that's all. Alright, shoot. Not many folks know this, but if you solve puzzles, you can earn these. Well, if you're going to talk about picarettes, we already know about them. Oh, that's so. No big deal. It's not all that great of a secret anyhow. Okay, well, thank you. We should really get going now. We've got a lot to do. Wait, don't just run off like that. I have a puzzle. Yes, alright, I have a puzzle for you. Puzzle number 44. Find the clock tower. Worth 25 picarettes. Find a clock tower in the village below. Just follow these directions. Go straight and take the first left. Take the next right, and then the next left, and it'll be right in front of you. At which spot A through H is the clock tower located. Go straight. So I assume we start at one of these positions? So go straight, turn left, turn right. Can't do that, so... Oh, take the next right. Straight, left, next right, and it'll be right in front of you. Or I could start G, left. You can't start at G, actually. Actually, you could if you do that. So this is an option, this is an option, this is not an option, this is not an option, this is not an option. Straight left, so this is not an option. Straight left, right. So this is an option. Straight left, not an option. Straight left, right, not an option. Straight left, not an option. Straight left, not an option. Straight left, right, so that is an option. Straight left, not an option. Straight left, right is an option. Straight left, right, not an option. Straight left, not an option. Straight left, not an option. He should be right in front of you. Something's wrong here. Let's see what happens.
This one's as good as solved. I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Alright, so let's cross this out. Left, right. So that's not it. Left, right. So this is an option. This is the only option I have left.
Here's my answer.
Which means I've done something
I guess
inherently
it's back
wrong.
to the drawing board.
Maybe I don't start on any of the actual locations. I'm assuming you start at a letter. Maybe you don't start at a letter. Go straight and take the first left. You can start from several location spots to follow this direction. The key is the next part. Take the next right. Which starting point will allow you to take a left and then a right. It said next right, though. There are options where you can do that. Oh, fine. Erase all. So, no. Can't do that. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Also no. Also no. Yes. No. Alright, so if I take a left and a right, I'll end up here, which is wrong. If I take a left and then a right, I'll end up here, which is wrong. So it has to be by process of elimination here.
Here's my answer.
Again!
What
am I missing?
Think this through again.
Starting point for the directions provided is spot A, B, A, C, D, or G. Following directions mentioned in Hint 1 gives you the following route starting it from spot A and C. A to D to E to G. Oh, it's right in front of you! Oh, as in it's the next spot. Where are the routes you spot start from D or G? Okay. I was misreading the directions. The instructions, I mean. A, D, and G are where I want to start. Means left, right. No. Left, right. Left. Why did I think this wasn't an option?
Here's my answer.
No, what's going on?
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
What am I missing? Can't go any lower, so I could basically just keep guessing, but I don't like that. Start from spots D or G and follow the directions mentioned in hint 1. You get these routes. D to E to B to C. D to E to B to C. Okay. G to E to D to A. G to E to D to A. Yes, I've done both of those. It's right here. No. But what am I... But I've guessed both of those. Take the next left, and it will be right in front of you. Try taking a left from each of the final spots listed in hint 2 and 3. As long as you remember which way you are facing, you'll figure out the clock tower's location in no time. A to D to E to G. Let's also mark that down. A to D to E to G. Oh, you can go either way. That's the problem. But neither of them face anything. Go down, take left, take right, and then the next left. Wait, what? Hold on. First left. Take next right, then next left.
Here's my answer.
Was I skipping a step this entire time?
Phew, that's a relief.
That's really weird. For some reason, it doesn't make any sense to me. How was it for a fun puzzle? It's in your top 10, yeah? It was okay, I guess. What? Just okay? I get it. You're playing it cool. You want to let on my puzzle rocked your socks off. You might be thinking too hard about this. Alright, let's see if we can do something with the book that won't break my poor brain. Alright, I work in a little cafe. One day, the man in charge stepped out, leaving me to run a shop. Before stepping out the door, the man said to me, "I'm relying on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can." After the man left, I noticed that a white thing had been left behind the counter. A tea had been left behind the counter. Oh no, the man must have forgotten this. And that doesn't really fit, does it? Oh no, the man must have... A traveler had been left behind the counter. A little while later, a traveler arrived, the first customer of the day. The rain is terrible. I'll have a hot drink, please. Oops, no. You go there. All of these are hot drinks. I'll have a cocoa, please. I'll have a hot drink. And we're missing a customer. I realized the white thing was gone. Alright, well, we're missing stuff. A lot of stuff, actually. Let's move on. Long time no see. I've been really busy with enroll in college and finding a place to live, so I haven't been on much. That is totally understandable. Completely understandable. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. Puzzles, brain, not function good. Things have been plodding along here. I've had a bit of a rough morning, and I'm starting to feel it already. So, we're traveling through time, apparently. We need to go to the university first. There's nothing up there but rows of houses. Oh, hey, it's you again. Hi there, small fry. What can I do for you? I noticed there's a bus stop ahead. London still has bus service, doesn't it? You'll have to forgive, Luke. Time travel can be very disorienting. Of course, we've got more buses than you can take a stick at. Not a question to ask. Excellent! Did you hear that, Professor? London buses still run! I heard, Luke. Your exuberance is appreciated, but we don't want to unsettle our friend here. Jeez, I've never seen someone so jazzed about riding the bus. Well, if you like buses, you're gonna love this little number. Oh no, it's a puzzle! 45. How many people? Worth 30 cigarettes. I was riding a double-decker bus, and the tour guide in the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level, and 45% as many tourists in the upper level. How many people were on the bus? This requires math. I don't like math. 0.4 times 25. No. There was 26. Oh no, never mind. There's 25. Oh no, it's a puzzle! I get it. 25, because it says, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level. $20, 100. So there are 10 people on the other, That doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense at all, does it? Yeah, well, I guess that's how math works. So there's a total of 35 people. So there's 36 because... Oops. 30... Recognize my numbers, game. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Because we're including the tour guide.
How about this?
Nope. Did I math wrong?
I don't know what to say.
But even if you get that, there's a catch. Yeah, 2/5. So it is 10. I was riding a double-decker bus, and tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists. Oh! It's sort of implying that the person is on the upper level, because the tour guide's on the upper level and told him that there were 25 tourists on the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. That doesn't actually help me. It puts me in the exact same situation. I wasn't adding that one extra person to the tourists in the lower level. So let's just say 37 in case that is part of the trick question.
This one's as good as solved.
How does that math work?
That's a relief.
Good job. 37 people were riding the bus. There were 25 tourists in the upper level. 40% of that is 10 tourists in the upper level. This accounts for 35 tourists. If then you add tour guide and bus driver. The bus driver. That's what didn't occur to me. Of course. You know, I'm a bus aficionado myself. My favorites are the double-deckers down around town. Okay. Thank you. It's Pooh-Head Lady. Well, hello again, Bright Eyes. I trust you found yourself some nice shiny hint coins? Yes, and your expert direction played no small role. Lovely. I'm glad I could be of help. But where's my thank you? I'm with it already. Of course, please excuse me for not issuing the proper thanks. We appreciate your existence. Yes, thank you. We never would have found them without your help, a wise old lady like yourself. Oh, just a moment here, Half-Pint. Who are you calling old? You don't call me Flawless Florence for nothing, you know. I'm as fit and nimble as any teenager. I apologize, Miss Florence. I didn't mean to call you old. I know how sensitive some seniors get about their age. You're making it worse! It's senior! Old! You just don't get it, do you? Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson the old-fashioned way with a puzzle. A heartfelt heart worth 30 pigrets. In my younger days, I was considered quite the catch. This is a picture of me back then, along with 3 of my handsome suitors. A few moments after the photo was taken, one of these gents confessed his love by presenting me with a heart. Can you guess which one? Presenting you with a heart. Well, there are hearts in the background. What? What am I supposed to be getting here? What the hell? Give me a hint. He's holding something unique. Pay attention to those items. He's playing a violin. He has flowers. And he has a sheet of music.
This one's as good as solved.
He's the only one that could be hiding something, I suppose.
That's a relief.
Oh, he's folded the book. Lovely answer. It was him, all right. He was holding a heart out of the magazine he was holding. Quite a creative gesture, eh? There's no inspiration like true love. You two are smart cookies when it comes to puzzle solving, I'll give you that. The compliment means all the more coming from a lady such as yourself, Florence. I do hope we run into each other again sometime. Hee, now you're making me blush. You can sweet-talk me all you like, but you should know I'm a married woman. It seems our friend here is taking a shine to you, Professor. A woman sticker. Okay. I didn't break it, it just fell apart, honestly. Alright, well this should be our bus way. Alright, and which bus goes to the university? Boom! I have to admit, I've gotten a bit turned around with all this time traveling. What are we investigating now? Oh ho ho, feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. I can hardly blame you. It's also not every day that I travel to meet my future adult self. Meet. I could do with a bit of a review on the case as it currently stands. Well, that sounds like an excellent thing to give us a recap once we take our break. So, get up, stretch, whatever you need to do to be able to keep watching comfortably, and I will be right back.